Hi, this is Sai Morton with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the forexbsummit.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit forexbsummit.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, guys. Let's take a look today at the euro currency. Well, currently we have posted really interesting research, since mostly the fundamental part of the research. The technical part is also interesting, but the high time frames, it's monthly, weekly, because there we have estimated the new targets to the downside, since our short-term targets already has been hit. And the fundamental part of this research is also very interesting because it sheds some light on the perspective for European Central Bank meeting that will happen on the 8th of December. And on this meeting, Mr. Draghi probably should clarify the perspective of the quantitative easing program. And it's really very interesting. It will be a very important moment for a forex market, for a stock market in the European Union. So if you are interested with that, probably would suggest you to read the weekly research and especially the fundamental part of it. So in the short-term perspective on the technical analysis, we do not have, guys, really any patterns on in the targets on the daily chart and the lower time frames. The next target that we have estimated stands mostly on the weekly, and it stands at 104 area. That will be our next destination. On the daily chart, guys, all targets already has been met. So we can see the last target has been hit on Friday with this candle. This market has completed A, B, C top 1618 extension. Next target stands, as I said, on 104. And that will be the objective point that we will be watching for next week. That's why currently, guys, the only thing that could be interesting on the daily chart and what we will be watching for is a possible upward retracement. Because if market will show any retracement up, this will give us a chance for taking the short position in downward continuation. At the same time, the chances on this retracement stands really small, because market has no significant support below the current price. So all thing that we have is some kind of the daily oversold, but market is creeping with the daily oversold since it's dropping. Since you can see already minor intraday retracements have happened, no real bounce have happened on the daily chart. And this target is 1618 target, nothing more. So we don't have any fib levels, we don't have any significant pivots, since market already have been broken through the all monthly pivot points. That's why if even any retracement will happen, it's probably could become really small. But this is the only issue that we could do on the daily chart, nothing more. That's why on the daily chart, we are mostly will be interested with this thrust down that has started since the election session and lasts for 8 consecutive sessions to the downside. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bars to the downside. That, as you understand, is suitable thrust for the any upward directional pattern. Most probable here is appearing of the bread and butter sell. Currently, it's very difficult to suggest what the reasons will be for appearing of the bread and butter sell. What reasons could trigger this upward retracement? This will be really significant, since the first level stands at 108.50 and it's approximately 200 pips to the upside, even slightly greater. So, but hardly we will get the double repo here, guys, because double repo suggests even deeper retracement to the upside. That's the moment that we will be watching for on the daily chart. On the intraday charts, guys, mostly we're interested with the hourly chart, because here, as you can see, market stands in the gradual downward channel. No patterns have been formed inside of it yet. If market will show finally the breakout of this channel, this level that we'll be watching for is an area around weekly pivot resistance 1 and confidence resistance 108.06, 108.47. That's precisely an area that is suitable for appearing daily bread and butter sell. But to be honest, guys, it's possible that market will be limited with the upside retracement with just minor bounce. right to the first levels 107.15 and right to the weekly pivot point. Because, as I said, no real support stands below the market. That's just makes really weak power of potential bounce. So one thing, and if you have the extension target oversold, some confidence support and pivot point, that's great. There's some really solid support area that could trigger some significant upward bounce. But quite another story when you even have no oversold, just one extension without no fib levels, without any pivots. That's another story. That's why it really could happen that just minor retracement will happen here, and maybe market even will not reach this area. But we do not know currently. So we just could point the levels that we will be watching for, and depending on the behavior, we will make the decision. If market will show the upward bounce to this area, well, very nice. We will try to make the bread and butter sell trade. If not, then it's good to just test weekly pivot point and continue move down. That could happen even inside of this channel. And it could follow to the next destination point. That's our current view on the euro currency. That's what we see. As you can see on the daily and intraday charts, it's really not a lot of information for making trading. It's just some expecting of some patience. The major patience stands, guys, on the weekly, monthly chart, and there you also will find our next targets on the monthly chart and then on the weekly chart. So just visit the forum, read the weekly research because it's really interesting on the current thing.